is your First Alert 5 weather with Alan Rose.
And the seasons are changing, the leaves are changing colors. I took a trip up to Vail earlier this week. Absolutely beautiful out there in the high country. Brian did the same, took a trip to Guanella Pass. Beautiful. You can see some of the oranges and the yellows on those high alpine trees. Now today, definitely a taste of some cooler temperatures, but it's not going to last long, folks. In fact, today we're below average by about 7 degrees in the Springs, below average by 5 in Pueblo. Tomorrow, get this, we're going to add about 5 to 10 degrees to today's daytime highs. Now, watching a few things here down at the surface. This is a cold front developing over the panhandle of Texas and Oklahoma. We've also got quite a bit of rain extending down towards El Paso, central and southern parts of New Mexico. This system is going to pull some moisture up into southern Colorado over the next 12 to 24 hours and interact with a trough of low pressure moving towards the Centennial State from the west. The problem is there's not really enough of a lifting mechanism to bring us any sort of significant rainfall. In fact, most of us stay dry tomorrow, but where we could get some rain would be out across the mountain areas and maybe spots south of Highway 50, south of Pueblo. Right now in Pueblo, we're checking in at 54 degrees. We have a cool 43 in Westcliff, 39 already in Woodland Park, 44 Monument, 47 in the Springs. The wind still coming out of the east and southeast, and we do have that upslope flow in the forecast tonight. That'll spread the low clouds back from the plains up towards the front range here as we make our way past midnight. That combined with the upper level clouds increasing in the morning hours brings us a mostly cloudy start to the day on Friday, the final day of the work week. We'll see 40s early. Definitely want to have the jackets as you head out the door. Make sure the kids are bundled up for school as well. Mid 60s for the afternoon, low 60s for Pueblo. Look at the daytime highs, though. 4 o'clock, 76 in the Springs as the clouds burn off eventually in the afternoon. 80 degrees expected in Pueblo. So that is that big warm up we're talking about. Temperature's only part of the story, though. Look at the moisture that comes in by around mid-morning. You can see most of it probably Walsenburg, Trinidad, La Veta, Alamosa. But look right here, Salida. This is where the fire is burning just south of town. And it's possible we get a little bit of moisture in those mountain areas there. That would be good. What we don't want to see is the threat for lightning. And I think for now that remains relatively low. If you remember, that is what actually sparked the fire back in early September. Then in the afternoon hours, the threat slides east. I would say the plains probably has the better chance of getting some widespread showers and thunderstorms. You can see by late in the afternoon and evening hours, most of the rain is gone. So we get the warmer conditions, a chance of some showers in southern areas on Friday. Most of us will be into the 70s. And then we see these two cold fronts move in over the weekend. Not going to be a rain producer. It's going to bring in some cooler temperatures and some gusty winds. Daytime highs by the weekend back down into the lower 60s. So for tonight, the overnight low is quite chilly. 40 in Monument, 41 Colorado Springs, 32 in Westcliff. Tomorrow's highs in the 80s around Canyon City and Pueblo, 76 in the Springs, 70, a nice and mild day in Woodland Park. Here's that Colorado Springs 7-day forecast, mid 70s on Friday. Look at the cool down here down to the low 60s by Sunday with some wind behind the front. Then we warm things back up heading into early next week. For Pueblo, also seeing a roller coaster ride of temperatures. Not only are the daytime highs all over the place, the overnight lows as well. Look at Sunday night. Could be down to the mid 30s in the Pueblo area. Canyon City 80s on Friday. Down to the low 70s Saturday, upper 60s on Sunday. And for Woodland Park, watching the cool down through the weekend, Elizabeth, the warm up next week. And then I think late next week, this could actually be the coldest shot of autumn air so far this season.
Really?
Yeah.
I already feel pretty cold, so that's scary.
I was cold this morning. Coming from California, this feels like a Santa Barbara winter. I know I'm a little bit of a wimp, but
yeah, but it's nice. It'll be nice. We just have to acclimate.
Exactly.
Thanks,
It'll take
Alan.
some time.